Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we are going to take a look at the top crypto beginner tips of 2021, starting with the do's and don'ts of cryptocurrency and a complete guide really showing you guys what you shouldn't and should be doing as a beginner in the crypto markets. So to start off, we're going to start with the do's. And first off, we have do your own research. As most people on the internet, including myself, are not financial advisors and we are not giving financial advice. Researching certain topics are really going to help you understand what is important to really you, as is, well, is this crypto or is this coin specifically going to be of value in the future? That kind of information you can find on your own by doing your own research. But to start off, let's talk more about the understanding that investing in any cryptocurrency that is currently in the top 10 highest market cap is usually a very safe investment. There are a lot of good investments, but this top 10, including things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance BNB, XRP, Tether, Dogecoin, Cardano, Polkadot, Uniswap, we're going to see some good profits back in these. Obviously, some are going to be better than others, but for the most part, if they are in these top 10 of the market cap, they are going to be solid coins. This includes things like, obviously, Litecoin, Chainlink. These are great investments that really do already have a great name in the cryptoverse. So because of that, they are going to be high market cap coins, and you can see that here. If you search by market cap, Bitcoin has a $1.1 trillion market cap, Ethereum at $339.6 billion, and we see a great green day today as well at that 5% increase in the last 24 hours. This may have changed, obviously, by the time you're watching this cryptocurrency guide, but do remember, guys, the top 10, top 15, top 20 really are all great investments at this point in time because they are already well-known names and they have these market caps for a reason. They are going to be great investments like we see with Bitcoin and Ethereum, how well they've done in the past couple years, as well as things like Cardano's future, Polkadot's future. We have great coins in this top 15. Dogecoin may be the only one that has, that high risk. I do want to talk also about signing up for exchanges and taking advantage of referral bonuses. So this is not just for my sake, but if you guys would jump into the description, you can see all of the different opportunities in the description of this video, including things like Coinbase, Binance, and I think KuCoin and a bunch of different exchanges really give you, I think Voyager gives you $25 of Bitcoin when you deposit $100 or something. So there's so many different really benefits of jumping into these exchanges using these referral bonuses, and this gives you basically free crypto, and who knows how long it will last on some of these exchanges as we get more and more mainstream and crypto really becomes more and more popular. Will they continue to give $25 per person? I'm not sure if that'll continue on, so do take advantage of it, as there's really no penalties of jumping into these exchanges and taking advantage of these really referral bonuses. So jump into the description of the video. You should be able to take a look at my current, I think I have Binance, Coinbase, like I said, some of the major ones that you can really take advantage of right away. We also have Diversify. So this is a big one. A lot of people talk about, jumping all in, going all in on one coin. Not a great idea. Diversify. If you want lower risk with potentially the same rewards, diversifying is a great way to do so. Also, take a look at your security in your settings. So if you go to Coinbase and you're signed into your account, make sure to go to security. You want to go into your exchanges and wallets as soon as you create your accounts. This includes ideally two-factor authentication as well as anything else available to you. A big do. I do want to stress that, guys. If you have like $20,000, $30,000, they're going to be coming after you very quickly. Even if you have $1,000, if you even let anybody hear this, they will be coming after your account pretty much ideally right away for them. And I want to stress, security is a big deal, and a lot of people just don't have the proper security, or they click the wrong links and they get taken to a site and download the wrong stuff. And as soon as that kind of stuff happens, if you don't have the right security, you're done for. Your account could be wiped. So make sure to have the right security on exchanges and wallets. And like I said, ideally two-factor authentication is a great way to stop hackers and everything. So jumping into, before we hop over to the do nots in this beginner's crypto guide, I do want to say subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications on so that you can be notified every time I make a new video. As I do make a lot of videos on this channel. I do a bunch of different videos talking about price predictions, where I see certain coins and why certain coins are so valuable. So we are going to be talking about some do nots, and we are going to have some different articles that we're going to jump into with the do nots. So stay tuned with this. Going into the first one, we see, don't invest in coins that don't have a real purpose. Not every coin is going to make you money. Very few people are making money on coins like SafeMoon, Moonshot, etc. These coins usually end up getting the rug pulled from under them by the creators and initial investors, as they were able to buy at such a low cost without a maximum on the number of coins they could purchase. So think of it this way. Let's say we have Bitcoin. It comes out at 1 cent. Okay, everybody buy, or I guess the investors buy, let's say $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Well, they're getting it for 1 cent. You buy in, let's say at $50, right? These projects have no potential. They have no real world use, no use cases, no utility. So because of that, as soon as it gets to that $50 mark, all of these initial investors are rug pulling. It could be a week, 2 weeks in, and they're taking all of their money out. They're taking their, they're taking their initial investment, because they have made so much money, and then they go on and start another coin and do the same thing to new investors. So you got to be careful about investing into low market cap coins. This includes obviously coins that have such a low number of days that they've been published. Coins that have been out for a week. You got to really do your research on those kind of coins. There's higher risk, higher reward in some of these coins, but if they include things like Safe Moon or Moonshot, if they really, the two words are safe and moon. If they include either one of those, they are probably not a great investment. And this is going to be Safe Moon's website right here. If you guys take a look, they talk about how they have locked liquidity. They talk about how it's fairly safe. If you go to the live chart, which I won't do right now, but if you go to the live chart, you can see massive dips. Just obvious that investors are really taking their profits during these increases and their all-time highs. So it's just one of those things that I would stay away from. Definitely as a beginner, it's definitely one that is not going to be a great idea for you guys to jump into. But if we take a look as well as these 12 DeFi con artists exposed are rug pulling incidents threatening to the future of DeFi. They talk about the 12 different times. And this, by the way, was a very, very old article I found, October 12th, 2020. October 12th, 2020. So it actually started being, more commonly done. As more and more people are getting into crypto, they understand that there's a lot of money to be made. So you're seeing a lot of scam artists make coins every other week. They'll make a new coin. They'll pump it up, they'll sell it all, and they'll just completely ignore the project. They'll completely, jump away, take all their money out, never update the project again. Here are just a few of the projects in 2020 that we had. So we had a bunch of these. So rug pulled after collecting 2,500 ETH from investors. According to a message left on the website, the Amplify Money team claimed that one of the devs compromised the wallet and was able to use a little-known vulnerability in the compiler itself. So there's just a lot of excuses and reasons that the project completely failed and all the money was taken out. So you have to be really careful with some of these newer projects, like I said. And you can see here, with Unicat, a backdoor in smart contracts allowed Unicat to keep control over users' tokens even after they were withdrawn from the pool. Around 200,000 USD worth of crypto has supposedly been stolen. So a lot of these people making fortunes on just scamming you, and I really would love it if that could not happen. So do make sure to stay away from these projects that are very, very new as a beginner at the very least, because you don't know exactly what you're looking for quite yet. So another big thing is don't go anywhere near futures until you learn more about crypto. This is a very high risk, high reward trading that can make you lose everything very, very quickly. So if you guys don't know, obviously the rug pulling is one thing that you can lose, money very, very quickly. But if we go to a lot of Reddit posts are talking about this. So a lot of people are using these futures, and it's really costing them a lot of money. So here we see how I lost all my BTC savings being greedy with futures trading. This is something you see quite a lot. This was 6 months ago. It's happening more and more now because futures is available on KuCoin. It's available on so many different exchanges, and they're making it readily available to a lot of people, which is kind of scary because we have a lot of beginners coming in, jumping into futures because they see things like, oh, I can 100 times my money. That's crazy. I would be a millionaire. Well, yeah, you'd be a millionaire, but it's such high risk, high reward. I would stay away from it definitely for the beginning of 3 to 4 months while you learn what crypto is at the very least. Jumping into we have a few more don'ts. Obviously, don't go investing in low market cap or new coins with not much of a price history as a beginner. And I talked about that really being a potential rug pull for a lot of cryptocurrencies or coins that are kind of new. And as a beginner, it's hard to see kind of those, tells that there's red flags that could be potentially bad for you. So stay in the, top 25, top 50 market cap coins in the beginning. Maybe research. If you want to go a little lower, you could always go to the 40s and try to find a market cap around that 40, 50 range. Most of those coins are going to be very, very solid projects with, a team that has actual vision and utility and use cases behind those coins. Another one, I do want to say, guys, don't ever reply to comments outside of the comment section of YouTube videos as well as other people's videos. I've heard about way too many people getting scammed. And unfortunately, I report probably 40 to 50, comments a day on my YouTube channel alone, and I can't really stay up to date on this. It's impossible to really report that many different users, and they make 150 accounts a day and just start spamming the comment section, trying to get you guys to talk to them on Telegram and WhatsApp. This is obviously not real. Nobody is going to make you rich, and nobody can hack and make you rich by generating Ethereum out of the blue. So don't stay away from contacting people on WhatsApp and Telegram in the comment section of YouTube videos. And another thing, do not ever share your private key or seed. So a private key or seed is something that if somebody gets a hold of it, they can take all of your money out of that account or out of that wallet, I should say. So keep your private key or seed safe. If you guys don't have a seed phrase or private key, then you are still a little bit too new to understand what that means. But when you get a seed phrase or a private key, make sure to keep it safe. It's definitely something that you want to keep safe, you want to keep hidden, but you also want to make sure you have available to you if you need it. So another thing, do not buy the hype, as hype always slows up and the value decreases along with the hype slowing up. So make sure to always buy solid coins, not just hype coins. A lot of people trying to make short-term profits on things like buying the hype before it's really hype and then, trying to sell at the top of the hype. I'll tell you right now, that's not a safe way to really invest, and usually you lose money on trying to buy and sell, just at the right times if there's no real research or analysis being done around it. So be careful with that. Most people make a lot of money on crypto because they hold it for the long term. It's not because they hold it short term and just continue trading in and out. They can take profits. That's perfectly fine. It's fine to take some profits when you make some money, but it's different to continuously take your money out at certain times, all of your money out, and then put it all back in at certain amounts, because you're not going to predict the market perfectly, and that's a way to lose a lot of profit as well as maybe even lose a lot of money. So that's another don't to be aware of. And a final do I want to get into today, a big thing I want to say, guys, in 3 to 5 years, you'll be thankful if you stopped, pulling away from this idea of investing into crypto. So if you're watching this video and have not invested into crypto yet, I do fully think that, it's a very, very beneficial thing to do so at this time. You're still early. A lot of different stats show that, a lot of people aren't invested yet. And if you're watching this video, you're ahead of the game. But just getting, maybe even $100, just stuff you can lose, some money that you can afford to kind of take out of your bank or take out of your savings, it's going into a fairly safe fund. Do remember, like, a lot of this stuff has just been going up and up and up, and it won't go up forever. We're definitely going to see crypto market bear markets, crypto markets that crash a little bit. We just saw that recently, a little dip in the market. These things will come. You will lose money temporarily sometimes. However, in the long term, 3 to 5 years, cryptocurrencies are going to continue to increase. We see every day more and more people, more and more integration, more and more adoption of cryptocurrencies, and we're just leading ourselves more and more into a higher and higher market altogether. So make sure to invest. If it's something you want to do, make sure to do it today. It's putting it off, you're going to get behind. You're going to get that feeling of, I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have done it. Because I have that feeling back when I looked at it, in 2012 or 2011, I believe, I looked at Bitcoin and was thinking, I should invest. I should start mining it. And obviously I didn't do so, or I'd be a millionaire by now, or maybe a billionaire, to be honest. It's crazy to think, the opportunities you miss out on because you don't take advantage of what you're hearing or what you're looking at early enough. So that's going to be my final kind of don't wait too long. It's definitely something you want to look more into at the very least. And lastly, I do want to talk about some crypto terms. I know we've been on for about 12, 13 minutes probably by now, but let's talk about some of these crypto terms. And I do want to say, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video, as well as jump down in the description of this video at the end and take advantage of those referral codes on these platforms. You can really start earning some of those referral bonuses. Like I said, $25 of Bitcoin in 5 years. Be $500 of Bitcoin. So take advantage of it now. Might benefit you in the future. So some of these some of these terms in cryptocurrencies can be kind of confusing. So if you don't know, obviously an exchange is defined as a place where something of value can be traded. One of those purposes of an exchange is to ensure fair trades are conducted. We have a wallet as well. So a wallet is defined as a software that interacts with the blockchain and lets users receive and send their digital money. We have a bunch of different things like market capitalization. So this is an important one. We talked about it a little bit in this video. Market capitalization, or market cap, is defined as a way to rank the value and size of an asset, stock, or cryptocurrency. This is calculated by multiplying the number of coins by the latest price. We see a bunch of different things. So you might see mining. If you don't know how mining works, minting, not mining. Minting is defined as the computer process of validating information, creating a new block, and recording that information into the blockchain. Minting and mining, that is a little bit more tricky than a beginner guide, so we won't go too much into that. Let's talk about altcoin, because we do see a lot of things talking about altcoin. So altcoin is defined as any cryptocurrency except for Bitcoin. A lot of people are starting to consider Ethereum not an altcoin either because it's been such a large market cap as we continue to see it kind of get closer and closer to Bitcoin. So altcoin is a combination of two words, obviously, the alternative Bitcoin or alternative coin. So that's just a few different little, I guess, a few different little terms for you. I don't know. So hold is, I don't know if you guys know, hodl or hold is basically hold that evolved into a shortened term of hold on for dear life. So it's definitely one of those things where if you just haven't been around this kind of thing for a while, you may not know what hodl means, but it basically means the same thing as hold, just hold on for dear life. So that is going to be, I think that's going to be all we're going to look at. I think most of this stuff is more advanced, and I don't want to really go into like soft fork, hard fork, private key. We could go over that. So a private key is defined as a string of letters and numbers known only by the owner that allows them to spend their cryptocurrency. Never share your private key unless you want someone else to be able to take all of your money. Public key is defined as a string of letters and numbers that allows cryptocurrency to be received. However, public keys are not considered as safe to use as public addresses. So that's pretty much all we'll go through in the terms today. There's a lot more terms out there. Obviously, rug pulling being that we just talked about, people taking their money out from underneath all of the other investors that invest, the initial creators, I guess, taking their money out from all the other investors. There's just so much terms out there, terminology for you guys to learn, and you'll learn it along the way. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me in the comment section. I'll try to get back to everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and talking about the cryptocurrency guide for beginners, the do's and the don'ts. Obviously, a lot out there, a lot of information. So like I said, let me know if you have any questions or comments. I will see you guys all in the next one. Thanks again.